Hey class, what's up? This is Martin Tellez, and this is my Pluto mission for GLG 105. And here's my first slide of Pluto, and then we'll move on into where Pluto is currently located. You'll see Pluto here in Aquarius. Here's Saturn, and it's not currently visible in the night sky. You really have to have really good a telescope to see it, so it's not visible from the naked eye. Something about Pluto that I thought was interesting was that it's only 1,400 miles wide, so it's about the size of the whole United States. I'll move on to my next slide, which is a little bit more about the size. So here's some size comparisons here. Here's Earth, here's Pluto, and here's our moon. So as you can see, Pluto is not much bigger. Actually, it's smaller than our current moon. And let me move this down a little bit. Here we go. So Pluto's a dwarf planet, and there's actually some other dwarf planets here. So we have Pluto, Haumea, Machina, however you say it, and Eris. And that should give you a pretty good idea of the size of Pluto. Pluto's surface is mostly icy. It is supposed to be like have some ice water on it that was at one time a big ocean. They don't know a whole lot about it, but the New Horizons mission showed them a whole lot about Pluto's surface. So we'll go a little bit more into that now. The next slide. It launched on January 19, 2006, and I believe, if I'm right, it actually hit Pluto in 2015. So it swung past Jupiter for a gravity boost, and then it went on over into the outer planets. And it gave a lot of info on gave us a lot of info that we didn't know about Pluto, because Pluto is so far away, you don't really know much about it. But it gave them quite a bit. A few things was the Pluto surface and the youth of some surfaces on Pluto were just astounding to a lot of the scientists. Charon, one of its moons, was enormous, and the equatorial extensional tectonic belt hints at the freezing of a former water ice ocean inside of Charon, which is one of the moons. And they believe that it indicated that Pluto could well have an internal water ice ocean today. All of Pluto's moons can be age dated by surface craters that have the same ancient age. And Charon is pretty dark and has a red polar cap. That's unprecedented in the solar system. Should Pluto be a planet again? My opinion is no. If we classify it, then we're going to need to classify the other dwarf planets as well. And here are my references. And thank you for watching my presentation.